2024 has been a pretty big year for Tesla so far. They started making deliveries of the Cybertruck and they released the refreshed Model 3. So with all of that, which is the best Tesla to buy in 2024? That's what we're going to find out in today's video. So I'm going to go through all of the different models and we're going to decide at the end of the video which one with all of that information is the best for you. Let's start out with the Model Y. So if we go up here, I'm just going to click Learn so that we can learn more about the Model Y. This currently is the best-selling Tesla, and Tesla sold over 1 million of these in 2023. So right now, after the federal tax credit and the estimated gas savings after 5 years, the Model Y is $29,490. That is the lowest it has been in a long time. Let's take a look at it. So you get up to 76 cubic feet of cargo room, which is a lot for the shape. The sloping roof design usually compromises the cargo area. You get up to 310 miles of range, and it is all-wheel drive on 2 out of the 3 models. Of course, you have the Tesla cam, a lot of storage, and you do have phone integration, so you can use the app, which is probably the best app for a car that is out there. You have access to Tesla's supercharger network, and it is pretty fast, especially if you get the performance. So you can charge while you sleep, you can charge with the mobile connector. Of course, you have Tesla's supercharger network, as you can see right there. Tesla superchargers are around everywhere. And the Model Y seems to be their go-anywhere vehicle. Even though it's 6 inches off the ground, I guess it could handle maybe the beach. But let's do a custom order to see all of the different pricing and what you get on each model. So the rear-wheel drive model without the federal tax credit is $42,990. So make sure you disable this if you don't really want to see the estimated gas savings of $6,000 because nobody's really putting that into play right there. Most people get the long range, which I think makes sense. You get the most range. It does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, which is plenty for most people, and it's not that expensive. So you do get 2 wheel options, 5 different paint colors, the same on every Tesla except for, of course, the Cybertruck. Also, Stealth Gray is the only free color. The most expensive one is Ultra Red at $2,000. And then the other ones, except for the Solid Black, is going to be $1,000. These are actually hubcaps if you take a look, and they will come off if you curb your wheels the right way. Of course, we still have the option between a black and white interior, but you will have faux wood trim with the black interior and some white leatherettes with the white interior. Of course, the rear-wheel drive and the long-range model get 7 or 5 seats. The performance model is only available in 5 seats. And Tesla did lower the price $4,000 for the full self-driving capability. Not something that I would be using in my daily life, but for people that really don't like driving, I guess that would be something that you would want to go for. If you get the performance, you're going to get much larger wheels at 21 inches, an extra 20 miles per hour for your top speed, 0 to 60 of 3.5 seconds, which is actually 0.3 seconds faster than the Model X long range. You're going to have red brakes, if you notice that right there. You also have a carbon fiber spoiler, if you take a look right there. And the suspension will be lower for better handling. Paint is the same. You only get 1 wheel option, and of course, you only have 5 seats inside. So the Model Y, I can understand why this is the best-selling car in America. You get a lot of space despite having that sloping roof and all of that weird stuff on the outside. It's plenty fast, especially if you get the performance. It's really not that expensive, and it's a Tesla, so everybody knows that it's going to be super safe. Let's take a look at some more Teslas. Now let's focus our attention onto the Model S. So everybody knows the Model S because it is currently the fastest sedan and the fastest accelerating car on the market if you get the Plaid. If you get the long range, however, you get 402 miles of range, which is the best of any Tesla, 130 mile per hour top speed, and a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds. 3.1 seconds is already fast. I have an upcoming review of the Model S long range, and I have to say that was pretty fast. But if you really want to have the maximum performance, definitely go for the Plaid. You don't get as much range, but you get a 0 to 60 time of 1.99 seconds. As you can see, quarter mile at 9.23 seconds, 1020 horsepower, torque vectoring, all-wheel drive, carbon fiber spoiler in the back, just like the Model Y Performance, and special sports seats. You also, I don't know if you can see, but you have the red brakes as well. So that's how you can distinguish the Plaid or the Performance from the regular models. So without the tax credits and the gas savings, the Model S all-wheel drive is $72,990 and the Model S Plaid is $87,990. So that's not bad, because if you compare it to something like the Bugatti Chiron, that's going to be millions of dollars, like $3 million. And the Model S Plaid can accelerate faster than that with a price tag of $87,000. So I think that's a pretty good steal and deal. Of course, you get the same colors that you get on the Model Y that I just looked at. Ultra Red and Solid Black are the most expensive ones. Stealth Gray, I think, looks the best on the Model S. That is free. And of course, white and blue. Never seen a Model S in blue before, so I'd like to see how that looks. So you get two wheel options, the Arachnid wheels and the Tempest wheels. I like the Arachnid wheels a lot. You get summer tires. They are $4,500, which is crazy for a wheel option. And, well, as you can see, it's going to reduce the range by quite a bit. Inside, you get three different color options: white, black, and cream. Black is free. Cream and whites are an extra $2,000. And of course, you can change between the yoke and the regular steering wheel. When we drove the Model S with the yoke, we didn't really understand the function of it. Of course, Tesla is trying to be like no other car on the road, but there isn't really a function to it, and it's kind of awkward to use. So if you don't really have a purpose for having a yoke, then just don't get it. Save your $1,000 and the lowered price for the self-driving. Of course, you get Tesla's active safety features, and unlike the Model 3 and Model Y, you actually have to push the door handles to make them deploy. I think the Model S is a great car. It gets a lot more space than the Model 3. It is actually considered a luxury sedan, and it is plenty fast for how big it is. Now let's take a look at the newly refreshed Model 3. Actually, I'm going to go to the Learn area. Accidentally clicked Order. And there we have a sleeker design from the predecessor. The Model 3 Performance just came out. So let's just take a look at the standard and long range. So you get two new colors for the Model 3, which is Stealth Gray, that is free, and Ultra Red, which is an extra $2,000. I really like the new design of the Model 3. I think they did a great job on that. Of course, you get the new wheel design, or wheel caps, I should say. An all-new interior with ambient lighting wrapping all around you. A screen with thinner bezels and a faster processor, like it needed it. And you actually get a rear display now, like the Model S and Model X. Ventilated seats, that's new for the refresh. Premium materials, I mean, it's premium, sure, but if you really want the maximum level of luxury materials, then that's what the Model S is for. You get a giant glass roof, and it actually is very heavily tinted. Then your giant screen in the middle. So you still know it's a Model 3, but they did make plenty of improvements. Now let's custom order it. So as I said, performance just came out and now has a 0 to 60 time of 2.9 seconds. As you can see from the side, we have the red brake calipers, 296 miles of range. The long range will get 341, or if you choose the Nova wheels for $1,500, that will reduce it to 305. Now, I would go for the long range personally. You get the most range, and you also have a 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds, more than enough for most people. Of course, you get the same 5 color options, a black or white interior, and you get the optional full self-driving capability. The Model 3 is a great choice for 2024, and I think they definitely did a great job with this. Also, don't call it Highland because I don't know where anybody got that. Tesla never came up with that name, and somebody just threw it out there, and now everybody's calling this Highland. I don't see anything Highland about it, so you can stop calling it that. Of course, you're going to have everything that Teslas are known for, plenty of space, a very safe crash rating, and overall, I think it looks sleeker and actually better than the predecessor. Also, if you notice in the back, it has Tesla spelled out across the back. Most people just replaced it with that for the predecessor, and they saw that, so they changed it to that. Let's take a look at the Model X. This is my personal favorite Tesla because I think having those falcon wing doors are super cool, and it's plenty fast, and it's actually pretty fancy inside. So I really like the Model X. This is basically the Model S interior. Like, you get the yoke, you get the same wood trim, so nothing different. You just have a little bit more room. You have a 17-inch touchscreen, so that is going to be more than the Model Y. 2 wireless phone chargers, a better sound system than the Model Y. So everything basically is an upgrade from the Model Y, including the price tag. Let's dig into that. So the Model X all-wheel drive is $77,990. Comparing that to the Model Y is $42,000. So definitely a huge price increase, and that's with no options. Keep in mind, you got the wheels, you got the paint, you also have the interior trim, all of that good stuff. So the Model X long range does 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, 149 miles per hour for the top speed, and you get 335 miles of range with the standard wheels. If you upgrade to 22-inch wheels, you get 322, so it actually doesn't reduce the range as much as other Tesla vehicles, like the Model 3, for example, but it's still reducing the range. So if you want the maximum range, you're going to have to get the 20-inch wheels. I still think that the 22s look better overall. My personal favorite for the color is going to be the whites. I have seen plenty of Model X's in stealth gray and in black. I think it looks quite good in black as well. So you're going to get up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity. That is an extra 1,500 pounds over the Model Y, but definitely not as much as the 11,000 pound towing capacity on the Cybertruck. Of course, you get the 3 color options, just like the Model S. Basically, the Model S interior, you get 5, 6, or 7 seating layouts. As you can see in this picture, the third row is actually pretty good. It's not bad. Adults might not be the most comfortable back there, but I'm sure it's completely usable. I'm glad that they still give you the option if you don't need the 7 seats, but I would still get it anyway because of the extra trunk space. So 6 seats is extra $6,500. 7 seats is $3,500. Not really sure what's going on there, but that is definitely expensive. You have the choice between a yoke and a standard steering wheel, and you can get the optional full self-driving capability. So there is the Model X. Of course, everybody knows the Model X Plaid. 300 miles of range, 2.5 seconds 0 to 60. That is currently the fastest accelerating SUV in production. So that means it's faster than something like the Lamborghini Urus or maybe the Porsche Cayenne. That is definitely impressive, Tesla. And the star of the show is the Cybertruck. This is currently the most distinctive car in the universe. Nothing like it. And I can see why. It is made of stainless steel, so it's scratch-proof, dent-proof. You can throw rocks at it and nothing's going to happen. You have bulletproof windows, all of that good stuff. But since it's made of stainless steel, there are no curved edges on here. So basically everything is a triangle. If you put it in dog mode, the dog is actually made of triangles and like squares and everything like that. Built for any planet, so when they eventually get to Mars, they're going to bring the Cybertruck to drive on Mars. That's pretty cool. So, of course, you have the shadow-resistant windows, which is great. And if you just saw that, there's that giant wiper there. That is currently the biggest wiper, like 4 foot something inches. That is pretty cool. And then, of course, you have plenty of space in the bed and the frunk. Now let's take a look at the pricing. So the rear-wheel drive available in 2025 is going to be $60,990. All-wheel drive is going to be $79,990. And Cyber Beast is $99,990. So looks like they're favoring the 9s in the Cyber Beast. I would definitely go for the Cyber Beast. It has a 0 to 60 test of 2.6 seconds, so that is just 0.1 seconds slower than the Model X Plaid. 845 horsepower, that is pretty insane for a pickup truck. And I saw a video, the Cybertruck Cyber Beast beat the Porsche 911 while towing a 911, so that is definitely crazy for a pickup truck. I think the Cybertruck is awesome. It's kind of a strange car though if you think about it. No curves at all. It's like a refrigerator. Some people say it's ugly, but it actually has a functional design, and if you have the tonneau cover closed, then there's not really a back window. So for 2024, I'm going to have to say that the Model Y is the best choice. It is currently the most affordable Tesla at $42,000, since the Model 3 is now a little bit higher because the refresh came out. Of course, you get the great technology like the Tesla app and all of the great safety features, access to Tesla's supercharger network, and I'm sure it's going to be enough for most people. If you don't want the price tag of $77,000 on the Model X, but you still need a lot of space, the Model Y would probably be just fine. So, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.